Oh. Okay, let's see if this is going to work. It says orientation is locked, rotate the device back. Okay, we can do that. Not really sure what's going on. Okay, that should work now. We're going to go ahead and put together. YouTube was so weird about its lives. This is my first time ever going live on YouTube, so there we go. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and put together the Vintage Blooms scrapbook album, and I have all 24 pages printed here. And so before we get started with putting it together, I'm gonna show you the pages, show you what you need to get started, and then just a couple of little tips and tricks. So this is the Vintage Blooms album. Like I said, there's two other albums, which is the Pink, Purple, and Giraffes Oh My album, and then also the Under the Stars album, which I haven't done a live yet for. I'll probably do that over on TikTok next week, so if you're interested, make sure you go over on TikTok and follow me there, so that you're notified when I start the live. But I'm not, well, I guess I'll kind of go through all of them while I talk. My main advice for when you're printing is to print on 600 DPI. I have a YouTube video on how to print these. But as you can see, this is printed 300 DPI and it's a little bit blurry. I think it still looks really good, especially from afar. I think it looks awesome. But it is a little bit blurry and it doesn't look as realistic as some of the ones. Let me pull off one off the wall. This one I printed using 600 DPI and it looks so much better, and it truly does look like a real layout, but it's not. It's completely flat. It's a printable download. So if that's my biggest tip, is to print at 600 DPI, and like I said, I have a video on how you can do that. And then I'll just continue showing you a quick little flip through all of the pages, and then I'll show you all of the supplies you need, which is not a lot. You need just the printable pages, as many as you want. This is the 24-page set available on my website, but you can get a free 3-page set of your choice when you sign up for emails, so don't be intimidated, and you can print that out as many times as you'd like as well. So you need your pages, and then, why isn't this going down? The other thing you're going to need is a cutting surface. I'm using my big Cricut mat here that's like, it's like, I think 24 inches by maybe like 16 or something. I've totally made that up. I don't know what it is. But you could also use something smaller like this, which I got at like I got it in Ireland, and I think it's like the Irish version of a Dollar Tree. I'm not really sure. But it was really inexpensive, and they also sell these at the Dollar Tree here in the US. So just look for one of these. They have them at all craft stores, online, on Amazon. And then you need an X-Acto knife, which I've also been able to find at the Dollar Tree. They call it a craft knife, so X-Acto is just a name brand. So technically you need a craft knife. If you don't want to use a craft knife, I would recommend the smallest pair of scissors that you can find, because these really, you can't do a lot with a big pair of scissors, but you can try. And then I'd say you need some double-sided tape. If you don't want to use double-sided tape, you could use glue or just regular tape and roll it up around your fingers. I mean, it doesn't have to be fancy, just that's, you know, you need something to stick down your photos. And then obviously you'll need your photos. So I'm going to go ahead and get started just putting on some of my pictures, because after that we'll go ahead and put together it into little albums, maybe string some on a banner, I'm not really sure. But these are really simple to use. You don't have to cut around the embellishments like I'm doing here, but cutting around the embellishments makes it so that you can have a more 3D look to your printed layout. because obviously scrapbooks are normally very, very layered with embellishments, and most of those embellishments will go over the photo. So cutting it out like this just gives you the opportunity to have a layered look to your layout, and not that it can't be obvious that it's printed, but it just kind of helps. And I'm just going to put down one piece of tape. I don't really care about my photos like being stuck down on all the corners and stuff. I'm not a super like perfectionist, you'll see. I like to do things that are quick and easy. I don't like to take a lot of time and waste time doing, in my opinion, stupid stuff. So we still need another portrait style layout. So these pictures are all really old. They're of me and my sister and my brother from like forever ago. This is my Aunt Ginger. And my mom printed these photos out way back when. So it's kind of funny because I don't even know some of the people that are in the pictures. But they're cute. They're fun to look back on. Like I said, I'm just going in and cutting real quick. Each of these, you'll see how quickly these come together. I'm going to put down 2 this time because I actually didn't like it popping out like that, but you don't have to be super fussy with it. And you can see how quick these start to come together. I mean, you can have a whole 24-page album in like 45 minutes. It's really not that, it doesn't take that long at all. That was not super centered, but I'm going to leave it the way it is. I mean, it's been, how long has it been? 7 minutes, and we've already done 2 pages, and I also did the flip through everything. So if only I had timed it from the start, or when I started doing the pages, but we'll just say we started at 5 minutes. I don't know. It's normally best to twist your paper instead of your X-Acto knife, so do as I say and not as I do. I don't know why, I just can't get that stuck in my brain to do it that way. And then if it's ever having a hard time coming up, like catching from itself, like just like it did there, I'll just go in with the blade and try and fix it that way. And if you don't feel like cutting out every single embellishment, you don't have to. You can make it so that they're going behind the photo if you want. We need another portrait style one. We'll do this one. Well, this says best friend to life. Let's do this one because that's true. And so I'll show you here. If I want to leave this one so that the like blue flower is behind the picture, I can, and it doesn't look that crazy. So it's really up to you, and you could be kind of lazy with it. It doesn't, nothing really matters that much, which that's why I really like these. It's just easy and mindless, and you can put together a whole album in literally minutes. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. So there's that one. This was actually the first layout I made for this album, so it's kind of fun. There's some pages in this album where you can journal here. I'm not going to add any journaling today, but I'll probably go back in and add some journaling. And if you didn't want to do journaling in these spots, you could always add another photo or something else, maybe from the day that you wanted to kind of scrapbook. Like I keep saying a ticket stub, or maybe a sticker or something. So I think that's kind of fun. I'm gonna look and see. I have a couple of smaller pictures. No, it doesn't really fit. Because that would be really cute to add one of those tiny pictures. There's another little one here. This is of my cousin Timmy, but it doesn't really fit either. But you can really use these as your own and do whatever you want with them. There is no rules. I probably won't put them all together on this live, and I'll just go ahead and do a couple so that we can create an album, and then we'll do the rest another time. We're going to cover up somebody. I don't know if it's me or Jesse, but that's okay. If you want, you can go ahead and pre-plan which photos you're going to put down before you start sticking them down. But like I said, I'm more of a lazy, go with the flow type of scrapbooker. I'll show you with this one. You really don't even need, oh my god, that's so cute. We're going to have to do that one. You really don't even need to cut all of them. Let's see, these are Christmas pictures, so I want to save those for like Christmas time. Let's do that. This one you don't even have to cut anything. This one's just an easy stick down and you're not covering up anything either. Ow! Sometimes those pieces of paper, they get you in your like cuticle and it hurts. Okay, and then we're gonna do this photo, and this photo, and this photo, and then I think we'll move on to putting them all together. So let me just choose which ones I want. I'm going to put this one down on this. And this one we don't have to cut either, so that's fun. And not that cutting takes that much time or energy. It just obviously is less time or energy than if you don't have to cut them. So cute. Okay, so we have two more, and I need one landscaped. Let's put this one on here, and then we'll do this one. It kind of bothers me because this set, oh, here's another one. It's already finished. This set I did not, like I said, I didn't print out in 600 DPI, which just in fancy terms is just like a setting on your printer so that it prints higher quality. I don't really know what it means. I just know it's a setting you want to change before you print. Otherwise it does come out in this quality, and like I said, not that it looks the worst, but it definitely does look better, like I showed you, when you print at a higher quality. And it does take longer to print that way, but it's just so worth it, and it just looks so much better. I don't know if that's me or Jesse. When we're this little, I cannot tell you who's who. Like, I can't tell you which one this is. I'm sure my mom and dad could, but I cannot. I don't know what the trick is, because when we were that little, we don't really have any defining features, so I just think it's so hard. And like on this truck, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut off the flower, because right now I don't feel like cutting around it, and you're not gonna notice. Nobody's gonna care. Oh, I forgot to turn on my light. That might help with being able to see this better. Here we go. Sorry about that. Okay. So there's that one, and I'm just gonna go ahead with, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 done. I guess we should probably go ahead and just do one more so that we have 10. And real quick, I'm just going to show you what the back looks like when you cut into them. They look a little funky, but you can either glue 2 pages together, put white on the back, or if you're putting these into a binder, you'll put them front and back together, so you're not going to notice. I don't really know why there'd be any reason you'd have just like one alone without doing something to it. And it's not that hard to kind of take care of either. So let's do this one. I love this one. I think it's so pretty. And let's just find one more photo to put in there. This one's cute. Let's do this one. So I'm just going to cut this little diamond shape out with its scallops. And like I said, you should probably turn your paper, not the X-Acto knife, but we do what we want. And I find it a lot easier to put the tape down on directly onto the page rather than onto the photo, because yesterday I was doing it, putting them all down on the photo, and then I got the idea. I was like, let me try that. And it was a lot easier because it just gets difficult to place it down when the photo keeps sticking to the paper. Like, obviously, I feel like it's probably common sense, but I didn't know it until I tried it. Okay, so we've got 10 pages here. We're going to leave the rest for another time. But let's get started with some ideas of what we could do to put these together. I'm going to start with probably 4 to turn into a booklet. And I just want to take all the ones with like a lot of pink on it. We're going to do it that way. And let's turn them into a cute little booklet out of ribbon, because one of the ideas is to just put them in a binder. I feel like that's very basic and I don't need to show you how that process works. I'm pretty sure you could figure that out on your own. But if you're going to bind it with ribbon, my suggestion is to obviously put them front to back and tape them together like I'm doing here. And that's just because with the ugly sides, since they're not double-sided, you could totally print them double-sided if that's your intention. I did not, so we're going to turn it into double-sided by taping it. And to get them lined up, just match the corner, start in the corner, and then follow one side, whether it's the side or the bottom like I'm doing, and then just stick it down. And look how easy that is. It's all lined up, perfectly placed. And then we're going to put these two together. And if you're interested in these printable pages, you can look at the link on my YouTube channel. I don't know if it's in the description of the live. It is in the description of all my YouTube videos, but it's just mimilymade.com, spelled like my username, and you can find the pages over there. You can try out a free 3-page set when you sign up for emails, and you get to choose the set. So that's fun, and if you do end up using them, just definitely send me what your project ends up looking like, because I'd love to share on my website, Instagram, and everything. I'd love to see what you do with them. So I'm going to pick out some ribbon real quick. This ribbon is just all tangled up in the box, so I'm going to go with this one. I feel like it'll look cute with all the vintage, or not vintagey, pastel-y colors. And the glitter. So let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and hole punch it. And I'm going to use this. If you don't have a 3-page hole puncher like this one, I would suggest, and you're just using like a single one, maybe using like a piece of lined paper to mark out where your holes are going to go. But I mean, you're binding it yourself. It doesn't really matter if the hole's lined up for a binder or not. And I got a stand. Here we go. And sorry the tripod shakes. It's connected to the desk, which isn't the best setup, but it does work really well for the viewpoint. And now I can't get this out. Okay, well, not sure this was supposed to come off. Cool. We'll have to fix this another time, but that is so fun. Oh, there we go. Anyways, don't break your hole punch while I do this. Just gonna go through into the holes. I think we'll go up through the back so that the prettiness shows on the front. And this is going to get glitter everywhere, but I don't think there's a crafter that doesn't actually like the look of glitter. I know a lot of people might not like the mess of glitter, but I'm gonna go like down around the corner in this, like back down into it, but I've looped it on the outside of the page, and then I'm gonna go back up so that we still get a pretty look to this. We'll just loop it through here. You want to make sure both sides look pretty because obviously you can see both sides. Okay, and then I'm just going to push it back through the top. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad. You can always add bows or something to it if you wanted. I think what I'm gonna do is cut off the same amount here. And then I'll just tie it. Maybe we'll loop it through this hole as like an anchor point. Kind of hold it down, and then we'll do something with it. So now I'm thinking about this, I probably should have done this through the front. Actually, I think it's going to show really cute on the side, so that actually ends up working well, because then the bow is a detail for whichever way you're looking at it. Okay, and just give it a cute snip. I don't know, it's not the best ribbon to tie a bow with, but it's still cute. If you're looking for better ribbon to tie a bow with, I like the one that's like kind of plain. It's like see-through. I don't know if it's called organza. I don't know if that's it. But that ribbon usually works better. This is like a satin ribbon with a plasticky feel because it's got the glitter on top. But it still looks cute. And look at how cute this little ribbon bound scrapbook is. See, this is why you might want to, I'm going to go ahead and crease these. Why you might want to take on your photos better. But that's how cute that is. And then here's the other side. I think this is a super adorable way to put together your scrapbook if you don't have an album or something. And this would make a really great gift idea as well. So with the other ones, I was thinking a cute idea would be to make kind of like a banner, which I don't think I'm going to punch the holes for right now because I don't really have anywhere to hang it, so I don't really want to keep it that way. And I'm trying to come up with maybe something else, like another way to use these pages. Something I did yesterday, okay, great, okay, was this. I put all of them on my wall, so it kind of created, oops, sorry, I'm trying to show you more, like a wallpaper. And I think this is super fun for a craft room. Oh, we're gonna have problems with the camera now. Sorry. I think this is super fun for a craft room. I'll just get on the live. I think it's super fun and it's super cute and it makes a great background. Like if I just moved a little more, I didn't do my hair. But yeah, let me know if you have any other ideas on how to use these printable pages. I'll definitely start racking my brain on some other ways to do it. I think they'd make super cute gifts. I hope to come up with some more themes. Obviously wedding season's coming, so I'd like to make a wedding album, and that would be a fun gift. Baby showers and things, this would be a fun gift for. This is a great album for a baby. It's rather girly, but it's also kind of gender neutral in the same sense. It's just more of a springy vibe. The pink kind of makes it more girly, but obviously it's up to you, whatever you want to use it for. But I just think these would make great gifts. Fun, quick, easy craft project, and it's so easy to scrap. Oop, I just hit myself in the face. It's so easy to scrapbook with these printable pages, and I've loved using them. Even though I created them, I still use them. I have the original layouts myself, but if I'm gonna go ahead and scrapbook, I prefer to use this because it's just so much easier, so much quicker, and it makes no mess. Like, this is the only mess on my desk right now, just the hole punch and the ribbon and all the tape over here. Oh, I guess you can't see it. But it really creates no mess at all, and it's just so easy and mindless. Like, my life is so busy right now. Having the mindless craft is really nice to just be able to, like, chill out and do something fun and creative, and then also end up with a product that you really like at the end as well. So like I said, you can check them out at in the description box. I don't know if there's a description box, but you can check them out there at that link, the link on my channel, or at mimilimade.com. It's spelled just like my name is. I don't know where it pops up. I think it's up here. Spelled just like my name is here on YouTube. But yeah, make sure you follow me on TikTok because I'm going to do another live next week on the Under the Stars album and how to put that one together, what it looks like, and things like that. Similar to this, but put it together a little bit differently. So yeah, I hope to see you guys then. Bye!